Ora, então, boas pessoal, sejam muito mais uma live do X-Men. Estamos aqui mais uma live dela e Noire. Só reiniciei a live para mudar título porque aquele título não estava correto, então pronto. Estamos aqui no caso anti-vício. É sobre drogas. Vamos lá ver. Já fizemos alguns casos. Talvez daqui vamos ser promovidos.
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide thief.
Two of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes.
Bora lá, Roy.
Appears we didn't get all of it.
I understand you, but
He ran the light on Olympic, and we finally collared him on Temple.
Investiga o Globo 101.
Can't seem to put this morphine to sleep. A dead judge. It's not good.
Saída por
Everyone has
aqui.
their vices. Even you, Phelps.
Saída por aqui. Estamos aqui. Este temos que ir aqui. Está aqui a sair.
You're behind the wheel.
Alright, estás perdido. Não está perdido. Não está perdido, já está a ver. Estavas com uma velocidade. Ou vinhas com uma velocidade. Bom, não interessa. Vou ter que. Não vou conseguir.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top
Não vou
job.
conseguir
There's a change in the
calar
wind.
esta série, mano.
About
Não sei se ela
time.
alcançar, mas.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps.
Pelo menos já estamos
Parker's
quase
got a
mesmo-
puritanical
quase mesmo a
streak.
acabar mesmo.
You never know who'll get
Finalzinho.
swept up in a thing like that.
Estamos mesmo no finalzinho, portanto que se lixe.
Homicide guys are already inside.
Deixa cara que guarda-costas até tem lá investigar.
Back
Não sei
again.
porque o chat está bugado.
We're here about
Já
the
li 10 vezes, já
Over
apareceu
by the
alguma coisa.
bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money.
Para aí.
Who are the other Vics?
Este caso é um
Two
bocadinho
musicians,
estranho, mas
Middleton and
pronto.
Bow. Get this, they used to be in a four-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Espera aí que eu vejo, espera aí. Ai, que isso assim também eu vou assassinar.
Certainly sends a message.
Não é só droga.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Vamos ver as plaquinhas.
Find anything interesting?
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already. Come on back and ask your question. I don't bite.
Pá, peço desculpa, mas eu enganei. Primeiro, antes de lhes fazer umas perguntinhas, tenho que revistar o... É lá. Tenho que revistar o local.
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument. What's that click? Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet. We should follow up on the musician.
Não sei como cativei isto, mas pronto.
He kept his stash close at hand.
Nem foi intenção. Ai, Jesus, mano. Droga, tinha por cima.
We have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Não pegues nisso, não pegues. Já vi que isso é, morfina, ok? Pode provocar disso. Agora a gente está trocando mal, pode matar, portanto, foda-se.
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Ui. Isto é
Brand
código.
new. Never fired. Haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
This guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Just when I think I've seen it all.
Ah, ok. A ver que não dava, vá.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Também não. Também não. Também não. Também não. Deve ser dúvida.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest
Ela
in
também
you?
está a fazer caretas.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre.
Mas não estou a falar muito.
Are you getting the picture?
Hoje estava a comprar cadernos. Ainda não comprei.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Vinha-me para que ela o conheça, mas também parece que ela esteja a mentir. Verdade.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, man.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Bah. Vamos falar com o Mal. Mal.
Never the same, are they?
Não tem nada para me dizer, ok. Vamos para o pé daqui.
Can you drive to this one?
All these cops? It's gotta be something big, right?
Está a fazer confusão com o sítio. Este é aquele sítio que estava a pensar.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to
Está
stay.
pela menina.
We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow. Or their knucklehead buddies, Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy! How about you get a drink while I see to this?
Ela, o Phelps é o melhor a defender tudo, mano. O Phelps trata muito bem as
Will you
pessoas,
sit
fogo.
down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
Bom.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
Acho que ela quer me enganar. Mas antes de ela poder ajudar, pode.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Pá, ela sabe, verdade não é. Ok.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
Já não vou gastar mais em vocês
I
por
knew
agora.
Cornell. We worked together a few
Por
years
agora
ago.
não posso.
He loved the music,
Não
but
vou lixar o jogo
music
todo.
didn't love him.
Vou lixar o caso
What does
todo.
that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. Very noble. But Words are just words, Cole.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day, you'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait.
Aquele gajo é traficante, é líder do tráfico.
Give me till tomorrow morning. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Look lá. Vai persegui-la. Vamos persegui-la. É o que Phelps quer. Bora lá. Acho que Phelps gosta dela. Mas pronto.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Ok, chegamos. Foi fácil. E o pior? Caralho, o que é que vai fazer? Ai meu Deus, o que é que vais fazer? Ai o que? Ai o que é o Roy? O Roy viu. Ok, isto o clima vai se fazer um bocado para o Phelps, mano. Oh. Ai Phelps, a sério. Que é. Ok, pelo visto o Phelps gosta mesmo dela. E ela gosta mesmo dele. Agora tu tens Phelps.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Então vai, o que vais fazer? Vais chivar a polícia? Vais chivar ou...
I can't decide between the tuna fish and the chicken.
My eggs were running. LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Igabiva along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps. Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime?
Poor Johnny. He's the dark sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarland. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy, or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Pá, talvez quiser chama pelo advogado.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
Lenny tá morto, mano. Deixa mentir.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit. I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
Pergunta possas responder. Talvez esta.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Não, mano. Não. Tu não enganas ninguém, mano.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D. and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows.
Poxa,
Brenda pays her
moço.
way.
Are we cops or a collection?
Filha da
Whores have been around
puta.
since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his
Ei,
wife
que
can stroll
nada,
around
chicos.
unmolested.
Then we should
Não
change
estaria
the
aqui
law.
tanta gente.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against
Mano, tens
prostitution.
que mandar uma
Except when they're using
vasto, velho. Isso é
where
muita
does Stoke come in?
chunga. Pois não, os créditos todos a passar, que se não ficou com inveja, então pronto, veja isto.
Is everyone in on this?
Cabrão,
Yeah, and
mano.
that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. You could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Mas já os calado, mas isso não
Aren't you
funciona.
supposed to be working,
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working with the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Ah, ok, deve lá. Vamos atrás dele.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Vamos encontrar os caminhos. Parece. Jack, Cornichella, Coquel, sério, como é que tu sabes? Isto aqui não é bem amigo, mas pronto. Bem, agora não sei clicar sorte. Breve mais coisas, certo? Não,
500,000 Surrettes loose on the streets of LA. Enough to arm 3 companies. This is the crate we recovered. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
Tu vais a caminhar, no tiro este gajo vai caminhar.
You were twice as smart? Still.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine, where are we headed?
Do tiroteio, se não sabes. Oi, anda, caralho. Então, tu estás aí. Foda-se.
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identified. Code 3.
Oh, não matam.
Find a way up there and stop that son of a bitch, Cole.
Can't make the shot.
Não tá bom. Só ver quem é o motor aqui, não é?
You're clear, go! All units, officer down at 1384 North Bronson. Ambulance en route. Repeating, all units, officers still need help on Bronson. Approach with...
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Move, I gotcha.
LAPD, drop the gun now!
Porquê que avisaste, mano? Tu sabes que anda. Deixa pensar que é fácil matar. Fuzilar o caminhão todo. Este caminhão é igual o caminhão autocarro, mas o autocarro é resistente.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Isto é o sangue, isto temos nós, portanto a gente não tem nada a ver de sangue.
It's one of the BARs.
É um carregador da arma.
I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what
Não convém te chamar assim, porque ele me mata
took a shot at my
mesmo.
bus.
Ele
And the
destrói.
cops turn up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. Cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
Já vou. Ok, antes. Vou só aqui fazer este relatório e já vou comer. Bom, aqui não parece que ele esteja a falar a verdade, não é não? Portanto, que se lixe.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It was a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
Bom.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Mas estava lá um caderno.
The dead guy on the roof works for Mickey Cohen. Why would Cohen want you dead?
Man, I don't know anything about Mickey Cohen or any of those gangsters.
Temos aqui um caderno. Tipo as pessoas que tu mataste.
Your name was in the sniper's notebook. Levelwood, Felix.
Cohen thinks because we were on the boat, we have the morphine. Courtney's meeting those guys to sort it out. You heard
Já
that
vou,
Jack is in
mas é
LA?
sério.
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
Assim vamos falar com o Kels. Mas primeiro vou comer. Boa, mano, boas, manos, voltei.
Under fire before.
You buying a story?
Desculpa lá a demora.
Not for a minute.
Foi comer. A live está boa? Não sei. Porque ela estava com problemas de net.
You can drive.
All right, where to?
Vamos à polícia. Ai, não vamos nada. Vamos, que não vamos nada à polícia. Vamos aqui primeiro. Estes casos agora estão mais para a guerra.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thanks, ma'am.
You know the way. You can drive.
How well did you know the owner?
Goldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survived the war, then...
Jack was a company sergeant. He would not...
Can you drive to this one?
Where are we going?
Ai, enganei-me. Peraí, já agora. Não. Vamos aqui primeiro.
You're behind the wheel.
Vamos fazer primeiramente a escolher área para passar um bocadinho de tempo. Missões. Apanhamos o Marlon.
Car 11K, we'll handle the 211.
Marlon Hopduke. Tirar a volta das pessoas. Foi para se buscar no duplo. Público. Um refém.
Three guys tried to knock the place over and got jumped.
Assaltaram um
Now they
bar.
got a
Temos
half
aqui um
dozen patrons
refém.
and staff for insurance.
Do we know the situation inside?
2 inside covering the hostages. Plus this
Yeah,
charmer
temos
at the
aqui
front
reféns.
door.
Temos que matar
We need to do
alguns.
something about him now, sir. He won't negotiate.
Falar os reféns e
Kill
matar
those poor
estes
bastards.
gajos.
We don't put him down.
You come any closer, I'll pull the trigger. Move up!
Prefire só no CS. Morrer.
Car 11K, code 4 at Hollywood First National Bank, corner of Hollywood and Highland. Suspects are down. I need an ambulance and notify the coroner.
Roger on the ambulance, 11K. All units be advised, suspects are down at Hollywood First National at the corner of Hollywood and Highland.
You can drive.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No. You don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Oh, o Kelso não gostou. O Kelso não gostou muito disto. Bem, é normal, não é? A gente é obrigado a ir connosco assim, fogo. Vamos falar com ele.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover
Mas
that
ganham só
stolen...
melhor daqui, portanto.
That has nothing to do with me.
Eu acho que seja mentira. Acho que é dúvida.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Yep, acho que agora está a falar a verdade.
And you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
You heard that a crate of VARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
É verdade. É verdade, eu acho que é verdade.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 VAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
Acho que é dúvida, mas porque ele agora está a fazer um bocadinho diferente. Agora está com caretas e então pronto.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. Victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest?
Yep.
How many more friends of yours are going to get plugged today?
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
They just walked up and shot the man. Two of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
Vamos apanhá-los. Já está muita gente da guerra, foda.
Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road.
Estás bem, Roy? Vitor, já não devias estar pelo que fizeste, não. Ai. Não fugiu, não fugiu, não foge. Não foge. Não foge. Não foge. Não foge. Ok? Não fujas. Fogo. Caralho. Esquece sempre pelos 5 estrelas, porque nós tivemos a não errar nada, mas eu acho que os 5 estrelas é um bocado complicado.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
Open fire!
What's that cop?
Mas que só se tivesse para matar, mano. Morreram com um tiro.
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them. Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
Vou-te ver isto.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brent Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times? It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now. Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak. Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Boral?
Name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
O que estás aqui a fazer, Roy?
Orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public. We all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
oh Roy. Foi muita chonga. Ei, o que é? Foi mesmo dizer à cara podre, a rir-se, ainda por cima, filha da mãe. Vais lá com o biquíni no focinho, meu. Isso é muito podre, mano. O que tu fizeste, meu? Que o gajo deve ter cancro, o caralho. Ai.
You know the way. You can drive.
Ai, mano, não, isso é um bocado de chonga, mano. Tem opinião, mas pronto. Cabrão do Roy, mano. Fogo. Isso é um bocadinho estúpido a parte dele. Vai receber os créditos todos e olha. Era essa a merda. Mas já o Mickey já não dá trabalho nenhum.
Getting close and steer him off the tar.
Mickey Cohen já não dá trabalho nenhum.
Why?
Pronto. Resolvido. Mickey Cohen já não dá trabalho nenhum, mano. Tenho a dizer isto. É o que eu tenho a dizer, mano. Mickey Cohen já era. Bem, pelo menos parecia ele. Ele é o seu chefe. Seu subordinado.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Não sei o que acaba de ser nervoso, mas salvo que nos ajudou um bocadinho. Não.
Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. LAPD, put your hands in the air.
Manda. Bom, uma pessoa a assistir. Night, já temos uma pessoa a assistir durante algum tempo. Não estou a brincar, acho que só foi a Royer. O grado da folha da mãe que chibou Phelps. O que Phelps fez foi errado, mas ele também foi um kit de sangue a fogo.
You can drive.
All right, where to?
Vamos aqui agora. Right.
You're behind the wheel.
Isso. Estás bugado, Roy? Anda lá, mano. Oh, mano, e não faço de tiroteio que já foram 2 gajos baleados e mortos também. Isto não é CS, foda, isto não.
Find some cover!
You son of a bitch!
Throw out the guns.
Mister. Cover. If you like, I'm still gonna ice you. There! Somebody tag that son of a bitch!
Não dá pra entrar por ali.
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
Clear me some space here!
Resolvido. A live está boa. Vamos lá ver aqui no instantinho. Siga, já vou ver os corpos. Já vou ver os corpos. Espera, eu não consigo ver os comments. Ok, mas não sei quantos. Vamos lá continuar a live e os comentários no telemóvel. Siga, siga. Pois é, a gente já matou aqui alguns.
Tell Courtney. Bad luck. It was worth a try. God.
Uma confissão. Tiny Finkelstein.
Polar Bear Ice Company. Really did it.
Lenny já ficou com os porcos.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
Agora não esqueçam muito compridos, já pois é. Vamos chegar à beira do coiso para ver se temos alguma pista por procurar. Não temos nada, ok. Bem, ele já morreu. Estou que se lixe. Temos 9 segundos de delay, já estive a confirmar.
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him.
Juicy, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys. Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
Not everyone has your unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
Ponto de reunião.
Beautiful day. Hope we have no trouble.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way.
Pá, ele já morreu. Eu acho, né? Eles foram baleados fortemente. Essa é aqui que se reúne.
Light them up.
All right, let's kill these rat bastards.
On the roof, Cole, nail them! Throw out the guns.
Stay in cover! Get in cover!
They're making a run for it after them!
Bocadinho óbvio, não? Não vale a pena gritar, que eu posso ser, não faço coisa da merda.
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that list.
KGPL to car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
You drive. I need to go
Mas
over
a
the case notes.
polícia, falar com
Where are we
o
going?
Sheldon. Já que o Mickey está fora de jogo, ele pode nos chivar, não é? Pois. Mas não fazer este caso, mas depois vamos acabar a ler, porque ela já está com alguns minutos, então pronto. Melhor uma hora, né? Mais que uma hora.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But, Cap,
No buts. This is more important.
Ei, vai dizer tudo, a sério. Filha da puta.
You're an interview too, Phelps. There's a quack in there with him.
What gives?
Beats me. Word came down from the chief. Said it was okay.
I got the jitters again.
Roy can take care of himself, Detective Phelps. Back to your case.
Vai-lhe chivar. Oh, meu Deus. É sério, agora não tens vergonha. Fogo. Vamos para a sala 2, anda lá. Tratar do caso. Só deixa estar mesmo aqui. Tá aqui, não. Yep, tá aqui.
Sheldon, is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very
É
bright...
paciente. Eu sou paciente.
That's nice to
Dr.
know.
Harlan Fontaine.
Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation.
Bem, agora que reparei, era uma centésima vídeo. Esse mesmo podem, não soube, eu sei que sou. Vamos fazer aqui a primeira pergunta.
I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
You're lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole?
Acho que tá aqui.
We know about your showdown with Cohen. We found notes on your guys.
Cohen is hitting our old. He believes we have the morphine. I told him that we don't have it. And that's the truth. Isn't it, Doc?
Leave, Mr. Sheldon. I think he's telling the truth, detective.
Vamos fazer outra perguntinha.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
So you don't mind that the mob executed McGoldrick, Driscoll, and Beckett to get to you?
I don't know why you're trying to pin this on me. Where's your proof?
As provas estão aqui.
Beckett had a message for you before he died. Bad luck. It was worth a try.
I feel bad about Beckett, Phelps. He was a hard charger. Those guys deserve more. I don't blame them for taking their shot.
Have you finished, detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office, now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, folks. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you were.
Filha da mãe, oh, tu vais apanhar tanto que eu te encontrando.
Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old.
Mas não faz isso.
What is going on?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery.
Mano, como é que o gajo é capaz de fazer isso?
I don't understand. How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'll be taken out and shot. The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun. Keep your head down until you're bored here.
Tu vais apanhar tanto a sério. Por que é que fizeste isso, mano? Ela foi a necessidade. Qual foi a necessidade disso? A mulher deles já fez a mão.
Marie, I need to explain.
A mulher dele até já fez as malas para ele. Olha o trabalho.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
O Phelps é que é, mano. Também para ameaçar é perigoso. Temos que ter cuidado. Vá. Não gostei muito bem daquilo que fizeste, Roy. É sério. Mas tu vais voltar para ela, mano. Pois agora és livre, podes ter calado se quiseres. Não se arrepende. Mas agora a gente sabe, não há problema nenhum. Não, isto não vai ser 4 estrelas, não vai. Não, 4 não, 5, esquece, não vai ser 5 estrelas. Impossível? Yep. 4 estrelas só por causa das coisas da cidade, mas pronto. Bah. E fomos promovidos! Para incêndios. Pronto, agora já vai ter casos mais a sério, não é? Vamos deixar isso para o próximo episódio. Tchau.